Talk about the political prisoners. I mean, we're letting Gitmo prisoners who planned 9/11 out and send them back to Saudi Arabia. In Illinois, there's a new bill called the Safety Bill, where if you kidnap or have second-degree murder, you can't have pretrial detention. But there are political prisoners for 613 days. These people haven't had a trial in 613 days. Is that right?
That is right. And it's
How is
my
that
belief.
possible? I mean, what happened
Right,
to speedy trial? I mean, we're heading on the 2-year mark soon.
Right, and not only that, but denial of a lot of their constitutional rights and their basic human rights. You know, they're being fed slimy, gross food. We had an incident at the jail on Labor Day where we had one of our men, former sheriff, in jail since, you know, I think he's got like 600 days in jail now, and he was actually trying to prevent the murder of Roseanne Boylan. He actually saved my housemate, Tommy Tatum, along with, you know, Jake Lang was in on that. There are like a dozen men in jail over that pile of people that they were trying to render aid to. And on Labor Day, Officer McAbee had his hands zip tied behind his back and OC sprayed directly an inch from his face. And then he was left in a cell and not able to decontaminate for 13 hours. Bart Shively was in on that too. I think Bart's in his 70s, and he was at Camp Lejeune and has non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he had a bad reaction that night when they were all roughed up, and he got sent to a medical unit and was completely ignored for 30 hours. Like not just his health concerns, but as a human being, denied complete attention for 30 hours when he was in near death peril. And it's at the hands of the guards. They're being beaten. We had our veteran Jeffrey McKellop. He had an abscess tooth that he ended up having to take care of himself with a staple from his paperwork. So this is worse than they don't even have any human rights, much less constitutional rights. And Americans need to know that if constitutional rights are not guaranteed to every single one of us, they're not guaranteed to any of us, because it might be you next. And I know people hear that, oh, it might be me next, but that's real stuff. It might be you next, because you know, it seems like the Constitution has gone out the window when it comes to J6ers. When we sit in trials during the day and we hear judges say things like, you know, every single person there that day was the antithesis of a patriot, and the only patriots that day there were the Capitol Police. And I disagree with that. And I believe I've seen video evidence showing the Capitol Police commit arrestable offenses.